Hey everybody, Fred Lam here from iPro Academy. Now in this special video training, I'm going to talk about the new Facebook advertising strategy that can reduce your lead cost by half. Yes, I did say half because I've been testing this extensively and I was very shocked on the results that I'm getting. I am literally cutting my costs down by over 50%. Yes, 50% my ad cost got decreased with the new Facebook advertising strategy that just recently came out. And in fact, what I'm going to show you is step by step how to do this inside this special video training. So what you'll learn today is the new Facebook advertising strategy that's recently introduced to all advertisers. So no matter where you are at, regardless if you're in Canada, US, UK, Australia, you will now have access into this advertising strategies. Previously, this was just only available to the United States residents, but now Facebook has actually went global and allow all advertisers to take advantage of this new advertising strategy. Then I'm going to show you step by step over my shoulder how to set up this specific campaign using this strategy that you can start literally today. Then, last but not least, I'm going to show you the best strategy to leverage this new advertising strategy to build your list and increase sales. So the new Facebook strategy is basically called Facebook lead ads. It's a very, very simple method that Facebook has just released, yet it is one of the most powerful method that you can use literally today to really gather a very large list of email lists. Now, I will show you in depth of what this is, and this is just a snapshot of how Facebook lead ads look like. All right. Now, the results that I'm getting are shocking. My cost per leads have dropped by over 50%. For this particular campaign, I was paying around $10 a lead. I was going through a very, very, very competitive market. And the moment that lead ad came out, I start testing it. And my cost went down dramatically, over 50% reduction. I was previously paying $10 cost per lead, but now I'm paying a little over $4. That's way less than 50%. 50% cut right there. I think this is nearly 60% cut of my cost. That means that I'm now able to make more money because previously I was just paying $10. I'm still making money, but now I'm able to cut my cost down more than half. I'm making all those margins right in between by simply implementing this new Facebook advertising strategy. Now, not just me. Renee Fielder, a marketing director at Sona Met Spa, basically said this ad product has taken our customer acquisition efforts on Facebook to the next level. Lead ads have driven robust volume while maintaining exceptionally low acquisition. Costs up to 50% less than comparable ad platforms. We are incredibly excited to continue scaling with this product. Now, it's not just my result. A lot of people in the industry, a lot of gurus in the industry are using this advertising technique, and even they are getting way less cost per lead than what they were originally getting, all thanks to new strategy that was implemented by Facebook. Now, everything about Facebook leads that you have to know. First of all, it's a new ad objective in Facebook that's revolutionizing how advertisers like you get leads. It is a hassle-free way for your audience to provide you with all the information you'll need, regardless if it's a name, email, phone number, their gender, anything you need. All right. Facebook will pre-populate all those data for you. Now, users will get to actually edit before submitting those information to you, but it's actually easy for consumers and your audience right now. All they have to do is click on your ad, and then your form pops up, and all the information is actually pre-populated based on what they have input into their profile inside Facebook. Now again, users get to edit them before they submit to you if they want to change your email address or etc. But this method is so powerful because we all know, all right, going to a smartphone and entering an email address, it'll take time. Some people are too lazy to even put in their email address, but this way, Facebook actually pre-populates it, and the user, all they have to do is just click on one button, and all those information are actually put into a database for you to gain access to. Now, this is literally, all right, Facebook lead ads is literally the best method to build your list, inquire about your business or claiming a coupon, and best of all, webinar registration. To even take things to a different notch, you actually now don't even need a landing page. As we all know, an opt-in page, we have to design it, we have to get all those stuff in place, we have to figure out the bullet points, we have to figure out the headline, and then we have to integrate with a CRM system. But now with Facebook lead ads, you literally not even need a landing page, because the software itself, the app itself, the lead ad itself is already your landing page. You're simply really removing one additional step, and you don't have to be afraid of getting your landing page not compliant or anything right now, because we all know landing page is the part where you put all your claims, and Facebook is very strict about their policies when it comes to claims. But now you don't even need a landing page. You don't even need a landing page. You don't even have to hire someone on Fiverr or hire someone on Elance to create your landing page, because all this is done through Facebook lead ads. It's simple, and it's literally you're creating a lead generation campaign on Facebook using Facebook's method and getting leads at a very, very, very low cost. Now, how it works. All right, so step one. Your audience sees your ad in their mobile newsfeed. On the right is an example of the ad that I'm currently using. Now, I have to be transparent to you all. Desktop newsfeed does not have such function yet. However, rumors say that desktop will soon have this functionality. So really, Facebook lead ads is specifically tailored towards mobile newsfeed, which is fine, because at the end of the day, we all know that majority of the visitors on Facebook nowadays is on their mobile app. And in fact, that will really allow you to create an advertising campaign tailored towards mobile newsfeed, even if your landing page is not even responsive or that looks really nice on a mobile, which requires additional work on coding. Now you don't have to worry about that, because Facebook does that all for you. All right. Now, step two, when the audience sees your ad, all they have to do is simply tap on the ad or tap on the download button. When they do that right on their smartphone, this screen will come up. Now, in this screen, it will say to download from iPro Academy, provide your information below. And you see my email address is actually pre-populated inside the email fields already, because Facebook actually takes the profile of your Facebook whatever settings and actually pre-populates all the information for you. Now here, I'm just collecting emails. Later on in this video training, I'll show you how you can actually add in more fields to collect. All right. Now I'll be transparent. I haven't tested to a way if it makes a difference if there's more fields, even if it's pre-populated. I haven't tested that yet. So it's a good practice for you to really test it out, because we all know the more information we collect, the better we're able to custom tailor messages to your audience. Now, step four, upon submit. So once the audience or your user tap on the submit button, the information are all collected and stored somewhere. All right. You might be wondering, where is that somewhere? I'll tell you that in just a moment. Now, right after when they click on submit, users are prompted to a Facebook confirmation screen. So right now, the screenshot, it shows you what the confirmation screen looks like. It basically says you're all set. Your info has been sent to iPro Academy. Now tap below to visit iPro Academy. You'll see right now on the bottom, it has a big blue button that says visit www.iproacademy.com. Now when a user actually clicks on that button, it would actually just go to whatever landing page I want it to be at. Now, in my case, I would actually have them go to my confirmation page that's on my website so they can actually download the report and start going through my sales funnel. But again, it's up to you on what your confirmation page is going to be. This will be really your confirmation page. You should not be using your landing page here. Now, we're going to go talk about the step-by-step setup for the Facebook leads ads. So we all know, we've seen how powerful this is. We've seen how easy it is, and we saw how the process looks like. Now we're going to look at you watching over my shoulder step-by-step on how to set up your lead ads campaign. But before we do so, I need to let you know a couple things. First of all, lead ads objective is not available inside your typical ads manager. So if you're just going through your ad manager to create this, that functionality is actually not going to be there. You actually need to use the Power Editor. The Power Editor is where you actually initiate your lead ads objective campaign. Now, after that, another very important thing that you need to know is before you create your first lead ads, you must have the following items in place. So what are these items? First of all, it's your privacy policy link. For those of you who have been following me a lot, have been hearing a lot of my presentation, I keep emphasizing that you need legal pages. And now this is coming even more handy now, because if you're advertising on Facebook, you would already have your privacy policy link. So you need to have this before you actually create your lead ads. Now, for some of you who are new to this and are wondering, why do I need to submit a privacy policy link? Well, at the end of the day, because Facebook is giving you personal information, okay? When personal information are transmitted, Facebook needs to know how you're going to be using these information, how are these information going to be stored, and is it going to be protected, and are you going to be abiding the privacy of the user? So this link really gives assurance to Facebook, telling them, yeah, don't worry about this, we got it handled, we have our privacy policy in place, we handle our customers properly, we handle all the information correctly. So this is what the privacy policy link is for. Now, secondly, obviously, we all know this. I've talked about this a little bit. You need to have your confirmation page URL. Okay? This is very important. These are the two most important things that you need in place before you actually start creating your first Facebook lead ads. Now, right now, we all know what we need to do. I'm actually going to jump right into my Facebook account, and you're going to actually watch me step by step on how to create your first Facebook lead ad campaign. So now I'm basically going to Facebook. So the first thing you have to do is go into your Power Editor. All right, you have to go into your Power Editor. If you go on to right here, which is create ad, you actually won't see this objective. I'll just click here. You'll see the typical ad objective that is always in place. So if you need to do lead ad campaigns, you can't be using your ads manager. You have to use your Power Editor. All right, I'm just going to disregard change of what I was doing previously. All right, so here, what you would need to do is actually create a new campaign. I'm going to exit this. You have to create a new campaign. And in here, you would have to create a new name for your campaign. So in this case, we're just going to be doing tests. I'm just going to do iPro Academy webinar registration, and I'm going to put Fred Lamb sample. All right, here is where you actually choose the objective. You see right now, if you click on this objective, you'll see this new icon right here saying lead generation. It will allow you to create ads that help people to fill up forms on their mobile devices. Okay, so click on lead gen and then choose an ad set. I'm going to put a ad set. I'm going to put iPro Academy webinar Fred Lamb sample, and then create a new ad. All right, I'm just going to put Fred Lamb sample right here again. Then all I have to do is just create. Now, All these other stuff is, again, very, very, very easy. I'm just going to apply to make sure we just go after this. So here, your campaign budget. Now, this is exactly how you would be. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Now, this is exactly what you need to do when you're setting up a typical Facebook campaign. Everything is the same. All right, so here you want to set it your limit, whatever you want. For me, I'm not going to set a limit. Then I'm actually going to my ads campaign. I'm going to choose my Facebook page. All right, iPro Academy, very important. You have to choose your Facebook page. And I'm just going to put a $5 budget. Nothing more than that. You don't really need a lot. I'm going to change my audience. Let's see. I'm just going to go after United States. And then my age, I'll just gonna do, let me do 30 to 65, everyone, English all. And again, I'm doing this pretty fast because I hope you guys all know what I've been doing right now. If not, check my other videos. I've talked about all these. All right, so interest, I'm just going to go talk about, let me think. I'm just gonna do entrepreneurship. For now, this is example. So again, you do everything the same. You're going after your interests and you put save. So now I have all my audience targeting in place. The next step is actually setting up your ads, your lead ads. Once you have selected your lead ads, you would actually be prompted into creating your ad that is specifically for mobile newsfeed and that's specifically for your Facebook lead ads campaign. So here, this text, I'm just going to put free webinar. Sign up for Fred Lamb's 3-part traffic workshop and learn how you can drive ultra targeted traffic for pennies on the dollar. All right, okay. So next, the headline, I'm just gonna put I will put simply tap the subscribe button below, or tap the sign up button below. You don't even need to visit my website to register, right? We're just being upfront and clear here. And it's like sign up for this free webinar training now. I'm just gonna sign up now so it looks nicer. Sign up now. Free webinar exposes 3 traffic secrets. Let's see, I'm going to put a better one. Free webinar by Fred Lamb showing you how you can drive ultra targeted traffic to your website. All right, display URL. Obviously, I'm going to just put iproacademy.com, and then I'm just going to select an image. I'm going to use this. All right. So now this is how the ad look like, and you have to sign up. Now the call to action, it can be anything you want. It can be apply now, download, get quote, learn more, sign up, subscribe. Now you'll see one thing here that the typical way of doing your ads with your call to action button is now you have something called subscribe and get quote and apply now, which in the other version, so if you're not doing a Facebook lead ads, this is not going to be there. You will still have call to action, but not specifically these ones, all right? So in my case, I'm just going to go sign up now. Now, previously, this is going to be done, right? If you are doing your Facebook ads the typical way, this is done, you just actually upload the change. But for lead ads, there's an additional step that you need to take, which is called the lead form. You first, for those of you, obviously, this is the first time new for you, you want to create a new form. When you're creating a new form, you can actually put a name to it. I'm just going to iPro Academy, webinar registration, Fred Lamb test. All right. Then next, you put next. And here, you can actually start creating what your form is going to collect, what information you would like. All right, you can actually show more options. You can actually have email, full name, first name, last name, phone number, because a lot of people actually put in their phone numbers inside their Facebook profile, their street address, city, state, province, country, postal code, date of birth, gender, material status, relationship status, company name, military status, job title, work phone, and work email. So obviously for me, I'm trying to generate a list. I would actually just go after maybe just first name and email address, right? But for those of you who have like a local business, which is, let's say if you are a car insurance agent or you're a real estate insurance agent, you might want more information, right? So it's really up to you on what information you want to collect on your form. Now, in addition to the user information, you can actually ask questions. All right, you can add up to an additional 3 more questions, and there are things that are actually pre-populated. So for those of you who is a car salesman or a car agent, you can actually go after car makes and actually ask what their car makes are. You can, for education, you can say what your course interests are, e-commerce. You can select a category of their interest, what they like. There's B2B, there's professional services, there's health insurance. So for those of you who is a health insurance agent, this is going to be awesome because you can actually ask them the question, what's your health insurance cover what's that plan, right? And then there's auto insurance, there's need help, is there a specific service to look for, is there any purchase intent? So you can actually customize this however many ways you want. But obviously for me, email and phone number, email and names important, so I don't have to worry about this. Oh shoot, I just pressed cancel by accident, so I gotta redo this again, which is good. You guys can see what I'm doing. Registration, Fred Lamb sample. All right, next. I'm not gonna get full name. I'm gonna email address, first name. Next, and then here you would need to put in your business privacy policy link. That's why I said you have to have this in place before you do so, because your privacy policy link will appear in Facebook's default privacy disclaimer. By submitting your info, you agree to send it to iPro Academy, who will process and use it according to their privacy policy. View iPro Academy's privacy policy now. So this will really put Facebook in a position where I'm not responsible, you are. And that's why you have to put in your privacy policy link. So in my case, I'm just going to go to my iPro Academy website, scroll all the way down, grab my privacy policy link, right click. Where is it? No, copy link address. Yeah. Okay, I got to redo this again because I was going out to a different screen. Alright, I'm just going to do this a little bit faster this time. So here, next, put in this. Now, obviously, your disclaimer is really up to you. You can use it, you don't need to use it. It's really up to you. I'm just going to use another browser right now. Just going to go my privacy policy. For me, I would actually still put in my legal disclaimer. I'm just a very safe person, so I can actually make sure that I have everything that Facebook asks for, even though it is not mandatory. But again, it's not mandatory for you to put in your legal disclaimer, but I'm just having this in place. Then next, you will put next, and here you would want to add in your confirmation page. Okay, so basically this is the link that once a person has completed your form, you prompt them to your website. So here, oh no, I gotta redo this again. Here, I'm just gonna go to iProAcademy.com/FB webinar. I'm just gonna do this as an example. Please, sorry, I would have to do this all over again. My apology. So iPro Academy webinar, Fred Lamb sample. Next, I'm just gonna do this a lot faster. Select my first name. My privacy policy is And this is going to be http privacy iproacademy.com/terms of use. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to use another browser just to make sure that I have my links correct. Yes, I have it correct. I'm just going to double check this so I have this 100% correct. I don't want to get in trouble. And then here, I'm going to copy this, paste it in here. Obviously, I need to put back the HTTP at HTTP. All right. And then go next. And voila, you're done. So basically, I asked for the email and the first name, and now I'm just going to create form. And that's it. Then the form is actually created. I just select back this form, iPro Academy webinar, FretLam sample, and all you have to do is click on this review changes and upload it. And that's it. It's that simple. Now, you guys might be wondering, well, where does my lead get stored? I talked about this, that there's a star that it is stored somewhere. So you might be wondering, well, where are all my new leads are stored at? All the leads that are stored inside your Facebook page. So when you select which Facebook page you're using to advertise, it actually gets stored inside your Facebook page, but it's just a hidden area, and it's actually a hassle, and you actually have to do this constantly. And it is really hidden. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't even know where it is. It took me like a little bit of time in order for me to find out where it is all stored. So where it's all stored is, first, go to your Facebook page and click on the Publishing Tools button at the top. You have to be your page admin, okay? You need to be in the page admin of your Facebook page to see this publishing tool. So once you click on the publishing tool, you will see on the left-hand side, all the navigation, something called the Forms Library. When you click on the Forms Library, you will then see a list of all your forms that you created inside the Power Editor, and right beside each form's name, you have a download link. All right. When you click on that download, you can actually download all those new leads information into a CSV file. At that point, you can upload it to your CRM system. You can upload it to your autoresponder system. You can do whatever you want with it because you legally capture those information. It's not scraped anywhere. It's not purchased anywhere. It's not rent anywhere. You are legally allowed to use those information to contact, to email, to communicate with these new leads. Now, the number one way to maximize Facebook lead ads. For those of you who are wondering, like, okay, now we all know how to create Facebook lead ads. We all know how we can grab the leads. What is the best way to really maximize Facebook leads? Well, in my experience, I would say webinar registrations. Webinar registration will help you and your business. And let me tell you for a fact, when I launched iPro Academy, everything was based on webinars. And webinars is actually a lot easier than any other sales funnel. The reason why is because webinars are all bullet points and you really talk through what you have and then you present your offer. And there's a lot of stuff that you can do with webinars. So what I would suggest is that if you are looking into maximizing Facebook lead ads, don't just go after opt-in pages and grab their email list and put it into a database. Start looking at webinar registrations. Webinar registrations will put people into a live webinar, and when people are at a live webinar, it will allow you to actually sell at a greater price point. Now, why do I say webinar is going to be the best sales funnel? Well, first of all, webinar is like a live event, but it's just a virtual live event. Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla Motors use live events to build anticipation and to pre-launch a product. Remember, when Apple launched iPad Pro recently, Tim Cook was on stage to have a big presentation, a live presentation that's broadcast online, and at the same time have people going to that webinar or that event to watch the presentation. Microsoft did that, and even Tesla Motors, when they were launching their new vehicle, they did that at the same time too. They only do these because live event builds anticipation and it sells. But now we're just doing a virtual live event with webinars. And with webinars, you don't need any copywriting skills. All right. We all know that writing a VSL, writing a sales letter requires a very intensive copywriting skills. The better copywriting skills you have, the better copy you can write. But when it comes to webinar, because everything is in PowerPoint and you're just speaking through what you're good at, you don't have to worry about copywriting. Like me, I am not great at writing, and I admit that. And I can do great with webinar because I know what I'm talking about. And for me to have bullet points to tell me what to talk about is actually a lot easier. And for those of you who are new, who are trying to get online businesses to work and want to sell something at a premium price, I would want you to look at creating a webinar sales funnel. Now, webinars can also create an engaging environment because people feel like they're there live with you. They're hearing your voice, they're seeing people participating, and at the same time, when people are at that, they will feel like, okay, I have to watch this, to be there at a certain date, at a certain time to watch all these. At the end of the day, it will also give you something called urgency. So you're having an engagement environment backed up with urgency. Because if you present an offer during a live event, people will actually want to get onto it right away because they feel that this is the one and only chance. And you need to do this all through webinars. Now, most importantly, it requires your audience to be there at the same day and time. You'll have a much higher commitment from your audience because they have to remember the date and the time and the link to visit your webinar. When they are that committed to watch your webinar, we all know that those people are highly targeted. These people are hot prospects that are wanting more information. If you are able to deliver to them a very profound, a very well-structured presentation and actually then create a sales pitch at the end to sell them a product, they will buy because they are more committed to you. Now, there are going to be a lot of stuff to talk about in terms of webinar. And for those of you, all right, who are very interested to learn more about webinars, I have some upcoming webinar trainings for you. There's a 4-part video training series coming up, and simply watch your inbox. I'll start sending you more information about creating your webinar, automating a webinar, what you need to do in the webinar, how to create a high sales pitch webinar, and how to have a high conversion rate sales webinar. All those stuff will be shown to you in a 4-part video training series. Now, I'll be upfront. The 4-part training video series, I'm not going to be the person teaching you this because webinar is something new for me too, and I'm still learning earlier this year. I have actually 2 experts on board to show you 4-part video training series all about webinar. Everything you need to know about webinar. And the most best one ever is automation. You're automating your webinar, making your prospects feel it's live, but it's actually pre-recorded. All right, so for those of you who are eager to learn about these upcoming webinar training series, watch your inbox. I'll be sending it straight into your email inbox. All right, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned about Facebook lead ads. Thank you for watching, and again, rewatch this if you need, learn more, and start implementing. If you gone through this video training and you did nothing about it, it's invaluable. What makes it most valuable is you knowing what to do and actually implementing this. All right, so thank you very much for being with me today. There's going to be more video trainings to come in the near future. Please watch your inbox. I'll be sending it your way, and we will have a blast learning more and more together. All right, thank you very much. And again, I'm Fred Lime from iPro Academy, signing off now. Bye now.